Hello, my name is CHughes, and the purpose of this video is to complete a self-assessment on the topic of dispositions of learners. The first question is what dispositions I have that make a successful student. I believe that I have respect for the diversity of others, fairness, curiosity, honesty, compassion, advocacy, and dedication. I have started my education journey fresh out of high school as a new mom, full-time job, and it was just a learning experience for me. I have been in it for 8 years now, and 6 of those years were in preschool. So I worked for a company called Top, and they were a nonprofit company that was a preschool that really honed in on early childhood development, trauma, and diversity. So I feel like when I was going through the process of getting my associate's degree and working full time and being a part of this company, I learned a lot about diversity and just being able to teach different children inside the same classroom, being inclusive with their learning needs, and just showing that love for their culture and what they bring to the classroom. Fairness across the board. The work you give is the work you get credited for, but also just giving chances for those who might need a little bit more fairness in their life that don't receive that at home, and just providing that support of letting them know that it's okay to work hard, you will get credited for it, and it's okay for what you can do and not what you're gonna do in the future. What you give right now, I'm 100% okay with as long as you are trying. Curiosity. I feel like I'm a curious person. I'm a curious learner myself, so I include that in the classroom, and it brings a bunch of curious to the classroom. Kids asking questions, I'm asking questions, and we kind of just explore together. Being honest, I feel like this comes very important to when you're speaking to parents specifically about their children and what their children may need. During conferences is a great time to carry that honesty to the parents of letting them know where the children is at or where their child is at and where we would like them to be or ways that we can work together to get them there, but being honest about it, meeting them where the child is at and not where we are wanting them to be 6 months from now. So that also ties into compassion, just having compassion for students. You never know what they come into the classroom or what happened before you got to that classroom. So just showing that compassion to them that this is our environment, that whatever you did out there doesn't matter in here. I'm here to help you and show you that I'm here to also love on you in a sense of wanting you to succeed. Also being advocate of students for what their needs. If I need to if I need to consider more support for that child or whatever their needs are, just providing that and just taking it to whoever needs to hear it, whether it be a speech pathologist or the principal, just letting those people know. And just being all around dedicated. If you're going to do teaching, you have to be dedicated in a sense to the children, and just being able to show up every single day for these kids who may not have somebody to show up for them. The next question is what dispositions I need to work on before I enter the classroom. I was going through the list of the different dispositions of learners, and I feel like I've checked a lot of those boxes just getting experience from preschool and now me entering into elementary. It is a little bit different for me because those are smaller children and these are bigger children. They have bigger minds and bigger goals. So one of the things that I feel like I need to work on is high expectations for the children. I do have expectations, but also just meeting them where they're at and making a realistic goal that we both can agree on, again, with their parents, talking it through, and just pushing them, but not pushing them too hard. And then the last question is what qualities should professional educators display? I believe they should display ethical standards, passion for teaching and learning, adaptability, and possess classroom management skills and show continuous compassion and the urge to inspire students. Again, you are that role model, and what you give is what you get from your students. If you come to work excited every day, your students will be excited. And I am just excited to begin my journey with these students that I have already been working with and just creating an environment that they feel safe enough to grow and learn in, and me being the head of that classroom. Thank you so much for your time.